Hey guys, I'm Shawn Williams. You're here with me at 5-Star Martial Arts in Los Angeles, California. And Coach Day and I are going to show you some attacks from the knee on stomach. So first attack, what I'm going to show you is just a simple cross choke, right? But you guys have the option of two different options. We could use just the collar itself, so a very basic cross choke. Or if we wish, we can take out the lapel, feed the lapel all the way underneath the head, and do the same. A cross choke with using this lapel, okay? Very common attack, this one, cross choke to Bravo choke, which we'll go over here in a minute. We're just gonna go over the very simple cross choke. Whether you wanna use this lapel, okay, which will give you more options, or just use the standard lapel behind the neck, it's up to you guys. So what we'll do is we'll be fancy about it. We're gonna use this lapel right here. So to use this lapel, remember, if I'm holding head and arm cross-side, the first thing when I disengage my grip, I need to anchor my grip, so I'm going to hold the armpit, and then I'm going to do what we call packing my elbow in position, which will make this whole shoulder pressure much tighter. We're going to do one very important thing when we feed the lapel, is we're going to take all of the slack out of the gi. So I'm going to snap the gi, and then I'm going to give it to my other hand. Taking the slack out of the gi is everything on a collar choke, because if I don't take the slack out, it's going to be weak and it's going to take me a lot more strength to finish. So it's more about the grip when we have the slack out rather than just pure strength. Okay? Again, we're going to put our knee on stomach, so I'm just going to make a little room with my right elbow, open up just a little bit of space for me to wedge my shin up on the stomach, post my right hand, and then our left leg is up. Okay? Because we're going to do a cross choke, I'm going to feed that lapel to my right hand now. And when we feed the lapel on a cross choke, very important that I want to keep my palm facing straight forward, right? We could also turn our palm down like this, but this would be an inefficient grip from this type of choke right here. I want to keep my palm facing forward, all right? I want to keep my elbow onto the chest. And the reason why, this seems like nothing, but the reason why that's so important is because if I don't, it's going to allow him to put this shoehorn on, and then I've really got nothing now. I'm going to have to readjust my grip and let go. So we're going to keep our forearm stuck on my training partner's chest. That way this arm cannot come on onto the top, or underneath, excuse me, and he's forced to grab my forearm, which gives us arm locks, all kinds of good options. For a cross choke, we're going to simply reach across and grab my training partner's collar on the opposite side. Now, when we're using this collar, I prefer to grab that same lapel. So it's the same lapel I've got with my right hand. I prefer to grab that same lapel with my left hand. Now, in a cross-choking environment, what I like to do on this type of situation is make my hand tight, and then I fix my grip by levering my forearm and straighten out my wrist once I've made my grip, right? Now we straighten out the forearms. Two ways to finish cross-choke. I'm not going to finish cross-choke with my knee on the stomach. There's going to be two common reactions that he's going to have. One is he's going to forget about the choke and he's going to push my knee off his stomach. If that happens, I'm going to pull him right to me. I'm going to place my knee right in front of his stomach, which is very important so he doesn't replace any sort of guard. I'm going to keep my shoulder right on his chest and my chin on top of my opponent's shoulder. Okay? Now the cross choke becomes very simple. We're going to bring our right elbow up towards my top rib, my left elbow down towards my bottom rib, and then we're going to expand and bring our chest into the equation. A very tight cross choke. Okay, so situation number one is he is still concerned with the knee on the stomach. I want to bring myself off to the side where I have much better base. Otherwise, we can get thrown off and we ruin the position. So once again, we are cross-side. We may perhaps be head and arm cross-side. I'm going to anchor and pack my grip in. We're going to take the slack all out of the fabric. I'm going to feed it to my left hand, and now we're ready to put our knee on the stomach position. We're going to give the collar to our right hand. I'm going to go over the top, make a tight grip with my hand, and then straighten out my grip. And if he pushes the knee on stomach, I'm going to slide off to the cross side. And now I'm going to bring my right elbow in towards my right rib, my left elbow down towards my left hip, and then bring my chest into the equation by bringing my elbows in. Okay? So one standard way of doing the cross choke from the knee on stomach. I'm Shawn Williams. You're here with Dana and I at 5-Star Martial Arts in Los Angeles. Also, Renzo Gracie, Los Angeles, Team Renzo Gracie. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you real soon.